Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Alabama Crimson Tide Dynasty in NCAA 2004. And we are continuing our tough year number 10 with another ranked opponent. We never stop playing ranked opponents. When this series is said and done, I'm going to write down our entire ranked record that I can find, because there's some games we've simmed where teams get ranked and then we beat them and they're not ranked anymore. I compile the whole ranked record that we have as a head coach, and it's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be beyond record setting. We're going to have more ranked games as a coach than any other coach in history. I promise you that. But either way, we are finally heading in to this game in Fayetteville against the Razorbacks. We haven't watched a game in Fayetteville in at least a few years. We did play there a couple seasons ago, a couple seasons ago, not last season, but the one before. And then we didn't watch it because Arkansas was bad that year. But last year they were good, and we did watch the game, and we did manage to win that one as well. We haven't lost to Arkansas since year number 3. It's been 6 full seasons since we've lost a game to Arkansas. We were 7-2 against the Razorbacks all time. And this game is really important because in our division in the SEC, this game really kind of becomes the deciding factor, since Arkansas is the only team that manages to be good enough to threaten our spot at the top of the Eastern Division or Western Division every single season. They're the only team. LSU's had a couple of years here and there, but Arkansas is the one that wins at least 6 games in conference every single year, man. I swear. Even that year they went 7-6 and we didn't watch this game, they still went 6-2 in conference. And had they beaten us and went 8-5, they still would have made it to the SEC title game. So that's just how this kind of shakes up. So this is an important game here from every single angle. We're carrying a 21-game win streak into Fayetteville, and Arkansas doesn't care because they're already in the end zone and already making us pay for it as Carnell Cage gets into the end zone, gets his second touchdown of the season. Arkansas's receiving corps is really not all that remarkable. They don't have anyone on the roster actively that's had close to 1,000 yards in their career. It's all guys who, are juniors and seniors as well, so they're not new by any stretch, but they just haven't really contributed a whole lot through Arkansas's efforts. So, but they're coming off an 11-2 season, winning the Cotton Bowl against Texas of all teams. So they're definitely no slouch of a roster. But we're going to put ours against it as Andrew Solomon is already getting himself tapped into this game here. A big reception down the sideline, and that's going to continue his great start to the season. So now 1st and 10 in the Razorbacks territory. Have a man in motion here, and now Matthews back to pass here. Clean pocket, releases, and that pass is going to be caught by Hines along the sideline here, close to the line to gain. Didn't quite get there. So 2nd and inches now. We'll trust this one to Jameel Nichols, the running back, and he's going to get the first down and just a little bit more. Get us about inside the red zone, and that's all we need from him. So, he did his job. So, but fast forward to a 3rd and 1. We're coming out in the I-4, maybe look for the run again. It's Nichols getting the call once again, and he's going to get the first down again. So the short yardage situations here for Nichols, he's really kind of bailing us out big time right now, but we got to get into the end zone if at all possible. But the first quarter is going to come to an end before we can see the conclusion of this drive with Arkansas's early touchdown, the only points to speak of. So on 3rd and goal here, Arkansas's defense is really giving us a lot to handle, but Matthews just runs it right up the gut on a QB sneak, and he's in the end zone. And that was a gutsy call because we weren't necessarily on the inch-yard line. We had at least a yard or two to go, but Matthews, he's a running quarterback, so just shot out of a cannon off that QB sneak, and right into the end zone he goes, man. So we finally answer back to Arkansas, tie things up at 7 apiece. And we have the football once again as our defense did their job, and now Solomon is running with the ball here across the middle, getting another first down. And now he's going to start jawing with that Arkansas secondary because they can't handle him, bro. You're too small. You're just too small to compare to Andrew Solomon. So we're going to get another look at it here. Solomon running a nice crossing route across the middle and gets us close to about the 40-yard line of Arkansas. So 1st and 10 now for the Crimson Tide. Matthews alone in the backfield, drops back to pass, flips this one out to Jameel Nichols, who's going to cut upfield here, and he's going to get another first down. So nice little receiving game here from Jameel Nichols. We saw some short yardage runs, but here he is getting some receiving calls. We haven't seen a lot of those. 2nd and 3rd now for the Crimson Tide. They're going to run the option. Matthews fakes out the defense, and then with the late pitch to Nichols, fakes out another defender and allows Nichols to break off another large gain on the ground. So, that was a very crafty play, very dangerous play. It was nearly a fumble, but 1st and goal is going to be here at about the 5 or 4 yard line of Arkansas. We're going to give it to Nichols, who gets caught up on a block, but finds an opening and dives for the end zone and gets his first touchdown of the game. But that's going to be his 6th touchdown of the season. season already, man. And again, we talked about Dimitri Gleeman pace, and it looks like Jameel Nichols might be there. He might be gunning for it. So 14-7 now the score here in Fayetteville, but Arkansas is on the move again on offense. And on the run is the quarterback Rocco Potts, who's able to get rid of it downfield here. He finds somebody in double coverage after he had to run, make a throw on the run. What an amazing play from Arkansas. We're going to get another look. I guess we didn't see the throw, but either way, that pass is going to be caught by Carnell Cage and just in double coverage. I have no idea how he comes down with that, and that's not intercepted, but hey, man, it is what it is. Rocco Potts back to pass again. Pressure's on, but he gets rid of it once again. That pass is going to be completed at about the 20-yard line to Willie Mercer, who's listed as the top receiver on the team here, but again, because of the statistics of this Arkansas receiving corps, you could really pin it on anybody. I mean, their overalls are all about the same in the mid-80s, but, statistically, there's not really a strong outlier in this receiving corps. They all have a close to 200 to 300 yards and a 1 or 2 touchdowns. So, but that's going to add one more to Willie Mercer's total, give him 3 on the year, as Rocco Potts is able to drop this one in a bucket in the back corner of the end zone. And now Arkansas has got themselves here back in the game. They're checking themselves back in here. Just finds a nice little hole in the coverage, man. Rocco Potts dropping that one in. What a good throw, man. He's had a couple brilliant throws on that last drive. So tied up at 14 we are with a minute left to go in the first half, and Arkansas back on offense again under pressure, and Potts is able to dump this one off back to Carnell Cage. And there was good pressure again from Tremaine Jackson, defensive tackle. He's been getting to Rocco Potts the last couple plays, but Potts just quick enough to get rid of the football. And now Arkansas trying to move with some tempo here and get into the end zone if at all possible. They just relied on Wilfred Hall, the running back, to try and get some yardage. Didn't really work out, but on the next play, Rocco Potts is going to end this drive and find Willie Mercer across the middle once again for touchdown number 4 for Mercer. And it's going to be the 3rd touchdown in this game for the Razorbacks, as they're now going to take the lead back once again. They led early in the game, remember, in the first quarter, and then we finally answered back. But now Arkansas retakes the lead 21-14. Now with the ball here off the ensuing kickoff on 2nd and 10. Matthews deep shot downfield, and that's caught by Andrew Solomon, and now he's in a foot race that he's going to win, and it's a touchdown for the Crimson Tide, and we answer back immediately to Arkansas after they retake the lead. You can't keep this offense down for long, baby. You just can't. And Matthews, man, beautiful throw. You want to talk about Rocco Potts, good throws? Look at this absolute dime to Andrew Solomon, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Solomon's going to get his 6th touchdown of the season, and it is an absolute beauty. And so now tied up at 21 again, but 27 seconds left in the first half. Can the second quarter just end already, please? As Rocco Potts dumps one off to Willie Mercer in a spin move, and his stiff arm is going to get Mercer inside the 30, and he's continuing to have himself quite a productive day here. And Rico Potts is also having himself quite the day here. And now Arkansas running up to the line of scrimmage here. Time is ticking away here under 15 seconds, and Potts wasting some time here to call the snap here. He's not going to spike it. He's going to run out, tries to find an open receiver, and that pass is nearly intercepted as it gets tipped around, I believe by Neil Goodwin, the free safety, but hits the grass safely. So Arkansas going to rely on special teams to just retake the lead once again, as the half is going to come to a close, and the kick is good. So 24-21 is now your score in Fayetteville, and we are once again battling with another opponent. Remember, Southern Miss had themselves quite the lead in the last closing minutes of the first half, and then we managed to erase most of it, but we were still trailing in Tuscaloosa at half, and now we're trailing once again against Arkansas at half. So need a big play here, and is that J.J. Wright making a throw? No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Or was that Jameel Nichols? Because it's listing his production. I don't know if it's just listing it. I don't know. It looked like J.J. Wright. We'll see at the end of the game. But a halfback pass here is going to get us in the 30, near the 30 of Arkansas. And now Matthews, once again, is that Jameel Nichols? It is. Jameel Nichols. I don't know if he was on the last play or not, but hey, man, he gets a nice reception. That's an actual route that he ran. That wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, that was a legitimate route. So another 1st and 10 inside the red zone for the Crimson Tide, and a beautiful spin move from Nichols. Another spin move is going to get him out there. And oh my goodness, I mean, this is the type of athleticism I want to see from this position, man. He had 2 guys in the backfield that had him dead to rights, and back-to-back spin moves. We're going to get in and look at this. Look at that beautiful boom. Go find some blocks. Boom, another one. And that's going to get him a first down. He extends it to a first down. Can you believe that, man? What a beautiful, beautiful play. Oh, man, I need that in the highlight reel. We need that in the film room. But it's 3rd and goal quickly, and Arkansas is able to break up that pass to Andrew Solomon as Matthews throws it into triple coverage. He's lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a terrible decision, but Desperation, I understand it. So 4th and goal now for the Crimson Tide. We're going to rely on Dennis, the kicker, to nail this one through, and he manages to do that. So we answer back to Arkansas's late first half field goal with one of our own in the second half. So tied at 24 apiece, but Arkansas back on offense again here, and Potts flips one across the middle of the field, and that pass is going to be made by Tyrell Hilton, who's a new receiver we haven't called yet for Arkansas, but he gets himself a nice little reception. He's only got 64 yards on the year, so I mean, he's got 134 yards on the year. So not a whole lot of contribution. But Arkansas finally going to go to their fullback, Alfonso Sweeney, who's got 92 yards on the year. And today he's already got 32. So he's reached over that 100-yard mark. So congratulations to Sweeney. It's going to be a first down for Arkansas in the I formation here, but Rocco Potts is going to keep it himself. He's going to unload to the side of the field, and he's going to find Carnell Cage in the end zone for another touchdown. And this Arkansas passing attack has been very efficient, and it's been kind of concerning, to watch from the defensive side of things to see our defense truly struggle to contain a lot of these receivers, man. So, and Rocco Potts has just been really effective. So Matthews now under pressure, but he gets rid of it to Hines, and Hines with a spin move is going to get an open space, breaks a tackle, and he's finally going to get brought down. And a beautiful play from David Hines. And now we're going to get another opportunity on offense. Matthews gets rid of the football just in time, man. Good awareness and pocket presence to know that he had the pressure coming and still got rid of the football in a timely manner. We'd like to see that. So, minute left in the third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Matthews takes the snap here, drops it back, and takes a shot towards Andrew Solomon. He's going to find him at about the 5-yard line. And Solomon's day just continues to be as productive as can be, man. We need big games like that from the senior, and he is really producing for us. So Matthews alone in the backfield takes a shot towards the back corner of the end zone, and it's Solomon for another touchdown. Is that number 7? I believe it's number 7 on the season. Big play for Matthews to Solomon. We love to see it, man, as we finally answer back to Arkansas. And it looks like we're going to be in a back-and-forth battle with the Razorbacks for the rest of this game as the third quarter comes to a close, and we are hanging on 31-31. But it's 3rd and 7 for the Razorbacks. Rocco Potts rolling out to throw here, looks over his options, pump fakes, and then unloads a deep shot downfield, and that was going to sail into the grass. There was a shot there, but hold on, there's a flag on the field. We got to check what this is. We could have got Arkansas off the field, but it's pass interference. No. Oh my goodness, it's pass interference. That's Bowen, our top DB, and he maybe just gets a little bit too handsy, just gets in the way of that route getting completed. And that's going to be a new lease on life for the Razorbacks, but it's already 3rd and 9 for Arkansas, and Potts takes a shot towards the end zone, and it's going to sail out of the back once again. So we do get the stop once again, thankfully, after the penalty gave Arkansas a fresh set of downs. On 4th and 9, they're going to bring out the kicker to try and nail kind of a long field goal here. It looks like it's close to 40 yards just about, but the kick is good. So 34-31 is now going to be the score. Arkansas retaking the lead, and now everything's going to come down to the last handful of minutes in this ball game. So now we are already down within 2 minutes off the ensuing kickoff, 1st and 10. Matthews running around in the pocket, not sure where to go with it, takes a shot towards the end zone, and the pass is going to be caught by Stephen Barker, who's finally going to get his name called in this game today, and that's his 2nd touchdown of the season, and it's a huge one as we take the go-ahead touchdown over Arkansas off of a massive bomb of a throw from Matthews. That's like a 70, 80-yard throw? Good God, man. So we're just going back and forth. It is just a shoot-up, but now Arkansas is in great position with 1:20 left to go in the game. They just need to get down towards the end zone, and already they're going to erase a lot of the deficit that they need, and it's a 1-play touchdown, or 2-play touchdown, as it was 2nd and 7, and Potts is able to get a deep shot downfield, and that's going to go to Tyrell Hilton, who's probably the receiver we've called the least for Arkansas, but he's going to get into the end zone. And it's just a back-and-forth game. We just can't get any sort of leeway on defense against the Razorbacks, man. Anything that we can do, they can do better is what they're proving to us right now in this game, and we are in some troubled waters as we are down 41-38, and now it's already 2nd and 10 here. Matthews dumps one off here across the middle to Broderick Black, and he's going to get the catch here and get a first down. We're going to call a timeout with 54 seconds. So now it's 1st and 10. Got to keep the ball moving. Matthews back to pass now. Takes a shot across the middle, and Barker, who just had the amazing catch, can't hold on to that one as that hits him right in the numbers, and he's going to drop it. So bring up 2nd and 10 here. 51 seconds left to go. Matthews back to pass. Runs out of the pocket here and kind of throws a screen, I guess, to Jameel Nichols, who tries to cut upfield, and that pass is going absolutely nowhere. So 44 seconds now, and it's 3rd and 10 as Nichols just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Matthews taking a shot downfield to Barker, and that pass is errant and falls out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th and 10, down to our last opportunity against Arkansas. Can you believe it? After the heroics we just had, we are down to our last play, 4th and 10, and that pass is broken up out towards Andrew Solomon, and Arkansas is going to hang on and snap our 21-game win streak here in Fayetteville, and now our 6-game win streak, I think, against the Razorbacks in general, and we are going to lose. So our defending bid for the title is coming to an abrupt end here in the middle of our season as Arkansas disrupts another gauntlet of a season that we are running through. We can't get out of our own conference opponent as we suffer a loss here, our first loss in how many years, man? Our first loss since, the Tennessee game in year number 8, I think. That was our last loss. Arkansas hands us our first regular season loss to them since year number 3, as I mentioned earlier in the video. A very even game statistically, just... Dude, I mean, what a game. What a game. Just couldn't stop Arkansas on defense for anything. Our offense really showed up to play. Matthews didn't even make any mistakes after kind of a mistake-filled game against Southern Miss. But he protects the football in this game, and it still just isn't enough. A great and efficient game for him as well. Just not enough, man. Defense just did not show up here in Fayetteville, and we really needed it to, because this is a huge game. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that this game ends up kind of deciding the Western Division in the SEC, since no other teams in the Western Division end up having a halfway decent season to threaten either of us. So Arkansas gives themselves a huge leg up. We're pretty much going to be watching the Razorbacks from here on out to see if they lose a game, because that's our only saving grace. They need to lose 2 games now for us to still have a shot at the SEC title. So we do manage to bounce back and beat Georgia, but now we have a surprise ranked game. I scheduled Nevada not thinking it would be, but that's who we got.